There is a quiet truth many people begin to sense, often after years of searching outside themselves. The mind does not find peace by solving everything, it finds peace by learning how to rest within itself. In a world that constantly demands attention, speed, and performance, mental health had become less about avoiding breakdown and more about rediscovering inner regulation, presence, and meaning. This is where yoga and meditation step in, not as threads, but as ancient refined systems designed to guide human beings back into balance. Yoga and meditation are often misunderstood as relaxation techniques. While they certainly help reduce stress, their deeper purpose is far more profound. They are technologies of awareness, practices that reshape the relationship between body, mind, and emotion. Instead of trying to eliminate thoughts or suppress feelings, they invite us to observe, integrate, and gently transform our internal landscape. At the core of many mental health struggles lies a simple but powerful pattern: disconnection. Disconnection from the body, from the present moment, from emotional truth, and sometimes even from one of our own sense of identity. Yoga begins by addressing this at the most tangible level, the body. Through movement, posture, and breath, it brings attention back into the physical sensation. This may seem simple, but is revolutionary. When awareness returns to the body, the mind begins to slow down, the nervous system shifts, a sense of grounding emerges. Meditation continues this process by turning inward with intention. Rather than chasing thoughts of getting lost in them, meditation teaches us to sit with what is. Over time, something subtle begins to happen. We realize that we are not our thoughts, not we are not our emotions. We are the space in which they arise. This shift, often described in contemplative traditions for thousands of years, can significantly reduce anxiety, rumination, and emotional reactivity. From a psychological perspective, both yoga and meditation have measurable effects on the nervous system. They activate the parasympathetic response, the body's natural rest and restore mode, reducing cortisol levels, lowering heart rate, but improving overall emotional regulation. But beyond biology, there is also a psychological and even existential dimension to those practices. They offer a way to meet life not from fragmentation, but from coherence. For individuals experiencing anxiety, yoga can become a pathway back into safety. Slow mindful movement combined with conscious breathing signals to the body that is no longer under threat. Over time, this restrains the nervous system, making it easier to remain calm even in challenging situations. Meditation complements this by helping individuals observe anxious thoughts without immediately believing or reacting to them. Instead of being pulled into spirals of worry, one learns to witness the mind with a certain softness. For those dealing with depression, the journey can look different. There is often a heaviness, a sense of disconnection or numbness. Here, yoga gently reintroduces vitality through the body, while meditation creates a space where even difficult emotions can be felt without overwhelm. The goal is not to fix sadness, but to create enough inner space so that the sadness no longer defines the entire experience of being. One of the most overlooked aspects of yoga and meditation is their ability to cultivate self-compassion. In a culture that often pushes the individuals toward constant improvement, many people develop a harsh inner dialogue. Through consistent practice, a different voice begins to emerge, one that is more patient, more curious, more forgiving. This shift alone can have a profound impact on mental health. It is also important to recognize that these practices are not about escape. They do not remove life difficulties. Instead, they change how we relate to them. A stressful situation may still arise, but internal response becomes more grounded, less reactive. Over time, resilience grows, not as forced strength, but a natural outcome of inner alignment. However, any meaningful practice, the benefits of yoga and meditation are not found in intensity, but in consistency. A few minutes each day, practiced with sincerity, can be more transformative than occasional long sessions. What matters is not how well on one meditates or how advanced the yoga poses are, but the quality of attention brought into the moment. There is also a subtle but essential transition that occurs with time. What begins as practice eventually becomes a way of being. Breathing becomes more conscious when outside or formal sessions. Awareness of thoughts becomes more natural. The body becomes trusted ally rather than something to ignore. Life in a quiet way starts to feel less overwhelming. In the end, yoga and meditation do not offer a perfect mind or a life free of challenges. What they offer is something more valuable, the ability to return to oneself again and again, regardless of circumstances. And in that returning, sometimes stabilize, something softens, something remembers. Mental health then is no longer just the absence of distress. It becomes the presence of connection, the connection to the body, to the breath, to the moment, and perhaps most importantly, to the deeper self that has always been there, waiting beneath the noise.